Your salutation, friends. What's going on? You already know what time it is. It's time for that Tower of Greatness, Tower of GOAT. With the onslaught of new folks catching up to the series, and even those who have been caught up for a while, who don't read slash didn't know about the blog posts, I thought it was time for this video. Essentially, every week when SIU drops a chapter, there's a blog post that accompanies it, and sometimes it has vital information that's not currently in the narrative. I'll have a link of most of the blog posts in the description below. However, you should be able to find most of it on the wiki, and on a weekly basis, it's on Reddit. That being said, in the story, we finally saw the ruler of the second floor of Vankhel, ranked number 60 in the tower. To my surprise, there's a lot of folks that didn't know about the ranking system in the tower. So let's talk about it. First of all, I need a lot of people to stop downplaying the overall capabilities of rankers and maybe not boost Bam, who is irregular to that level. I understand Bam is extremely powerful and his potential is higher than most rankers we've seen, but understand that in this tower right now, he's currently not shit. A ranker has reached the top of the Jihad Empire on the 134th floor, thus giving them a rank. Centuries of climbing the tower, fighting, learning, honing, training their skills to pass the various tests to reach the top. Rankers are very powerful. Remember this Hatsu quote about Quant? Though born of a human body, he was not one who grew within human constraint. This is an existence above any human, a distinctly separate entity from a man, a ranker. Now we know high rankers are mad powerful, as they are the top 1% of total rankers. The community doesn't seem to underestimate high rankers at all, so I don't think I need to really go into them. Now, the ranks for those who have become rankers are calculated using influence, overall strength, recognition, plus more by the Ranking Administration Office. So while your overall number may not be a direct indication of combat strength, such as Avan or Byakuryun, it's important to note you cannot underestimate anyone, and there's always a good reason for their rank and or number. So let's go through some of the tower's rankings. So we know that rankers and high rankers are ranked, but we don't actually have any of the numerical ranks for any ranker. But just so you know who some of them are, Quant's Blitz and Laroro, their rankers. Mio Love, the greatest to go, respect him, he is a ranker. Mace Ice Strawberry was the ranker. So those are some of those. Some princesses are actually also rankers. Karaka, the Fug Slayer, he's a ranker. And then, you know, and Jihad, Inactive, Alpha Jihad, those two have 13-month series as well. Luminous Jane, Silver January. And then you get into the high ranker where you get like Marco Sensio, the Spear Bearer, Garam Augustus, the 20th floor test director, that's like Mio Love's boss. And the interesting one is Arihan, because Arihan would be the only family head whose rank we don't have an actual number for. So now let's hop into like the actual numbered ones. So here you can see Yu Han Sung, the submerged fish, the second floor test director. He is from 1,000 to 500, though I generally assume that it's very safe to assume that a high ranker is in the top 1,000, but he is around the echelon. Now, Ha Yuri Jihad is in the top 500 in the tower, and remember that she's a proficient member of the Ha family. She owns 2 of the 13-month series in the Black March and Green April. And I just want to talk about this real quick, just because part of the reason why I made this video was because of an old argument we had in one of the older streams where it was Dada, Jihad, Bam, and Yuri, where it was like somebody thought that Yuri would not be able to beat Dada Jihad, which is false. She would wash him. And that Bam was probably strong enough to beat Yuri at this point, which is also false, right? So she's in the top 500, and we know for a fact she's powerful, right? Her guide, the chief guide of the Jihad family in Evan Edroke, he is in the top 100. He's not particularly known for his combat strength, as he lets Yuri do most of the fighting, but do not forget that he's a silver dwarf, a good one at that, and he has very powerful weaponry. The Frog Fisher, the Atom Gloves, he is not to be underestimated. One of my favorite princesses in Kun Mashani Jihad, she's in the top 100 as well. She has the Yellow May, so obviously she's very powerful. Her Dada form to me was very impressive, and now seeing her try to fight another top 100 member in Ha Jing Sung, a fan favorite. He is awesome. He's great. He's a Flug member known for, you know, taking out family members of the great 10 families, part of the Ha family, so he's extremely powerful. We've seen a little bit of display of his power, and he was basically kind of, you know, embarrassing Mashani and the fleet she brought without much effort. Vankel is the one we finally got revealed within the story, not just a blog post, at number 60. Vankel is the second floor ruler, non-binary, very powerful, very powerful. I'm not even gonna try, but this Jihad princess owns the Red October, and she's ranked 36. Very fucking impressive. And here we start to get into some more regulars and really just the 10 great families. So I'm going to scroll up. You can see some of the ones I already have spoiled. 17, Yeon Hannah of the Yeon family head. We got a favorite of Commodore Laz in Hendo Locke Blood Matter. The only one who didn't get part of the immortality contract, the leader of the Hendo family, as the lifelong turtle has to continuously keep siring children to keep his life going. We got Grace Merchia Lulek. I did my fucking best. I'm sorry. This is the leader of Fug and one of the people who went on the grand journey with Jihad and the 10 great family members. The leader of the most dangerous organization in the tower. So very dangerous, being at number 15. Pobido Gastang, one of the orders of the 3 great orders right now. They want that family gone. He is number 14. The Aloof Wave, head of the Pobido family. Eurasia Blossom at number 13, head of the Eurasia family. This one to me is an interesting one. This is Molik 1P.gr. Unclassified position, and he's one of the eldest of the 3 lords. The eldest of the 3 lords. The 3 lords are the head of the Jihad Empire, who shuffle between them every couple thousand or 100 years, who kind of run the tower in his stead. They are all very powerful. This one in particular, very strong, the eldest one. Then we got the leader of the Tu Peri family, right? A light bearer, very powerful. Ha Yurin, the leader of the Ha family, so of like Ha Jin Sung and Ha Yuri. Number 10, a scout and fisherman. Very excited to see that head eventually. The one one of the heads I'm the most interested in seeing. We got Bayuk Ryun here, a wave controller and the co-founder of Walhaik Sung. Now he's an interesting one because he's also not particularly known for his combat strength, yet he's at number 9, so that's interesting. Now, tied for 7, we have the sealed Eurasia and Jihad, the owner of the Colas December. She's actually the daughter of 2 great family heads, plus given Jihad blood. So she is obviously deserving of this title. She superseded both family heads in Gastang and Eurasia. Adori Jihad is also at number 7. She's actually the strongest active princess in the tower. She's the head of the Royal Guard, and she owns the Golden November, a very powerful a 13-month series. I believe it's ranks S or S plus, probably S. But she's very powerful. One of her, like, is it the divine fish controlling? I think hers is the most powerful in the tower, so she's a force to be reckoned with. We have Aguero's father in Khun Adan. He is the head of the Khun family. You know, he's just out here clapping buns, but he's definitely very powerful. One of the longest spears in the tower, the highest spear in the tower. Crazy, crazy powerful. He has multiple sobriquets or epithets too. We got Erihan at 4, the head of the Eri family, ruler of the 100th floor, battled against Urek, which, you know, that was a really good battle, but Urek came up on top, able to take the attacks, and now we have the 4 strongest here. Basically, our regulars kind of unaffiliated with the families themselves. Well, Jihad is kind of an exception, but we have 4 with the Urek Maizono, who is the strongest active member in the tower. He's an irregular and a co-founder of Wolhike Sung. You know, he wants to get out of the tower, and Urek's a monster who climbed the tower even faster than King Jihad at number 3. Urek climbed the tower in 50 years, if I remember correctly, and it takes like hundreds and hundreds of years on average to climb the tower. The fact that he climbed it higher than Jihad, or quicker than Jihad, I'm sorry, is impressive. Jihad's at 3, inactive, currently sleeping. This is the king of the tower and the one who brought some kind of structure to the tower. We've seen a little bit of its power on the data floor and the hidden floor, which was pretty cool, plus data Jihad. Number 2, we have the red tower, Crimson Shinsu Make It Rain. Enryu, who was able to summon more than 900 bangs. Crimson Shinsu, he is a slayer of an administrator, the prophet, the Enryu Thorn. Respect him. He is mad powerful and took out a large amount of Jihad's empire with ease without really caring. And obviously the riddle at number 1 in Phantominium, because Phantominium is an access. For those who don't know, basically, let's just keep this simple. He is a god. He comes from not the Tower of God story. He takes place within the universe that Tower of God takes place in, but he was like the main character or leader of his own story and became a god. So he came, he can wash probably anybody in Tower. If you are not an access, you cannot be the access. So Phantominium is the strongest person in the tower. We don't know where he is. We don't know if he's still in the tower. He's inactive. So Urek is the strongest member there. And there you have it. These are the rankings in the tower. It is actually on the wiki, so you can always check. Remember to read the chapters and check the blog posts so that you know what's popping in SIU stories. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Stop underestimating rankers. I said I wouldn't say it again, but one more time for the one time. And y'all have yourselves a mighty fine day. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Tsunaki, I go ghost. Solar marker, cut your soul. Like Endeavor, I explode. Toradoki, I go cold. Posted up by my lonesome. Niggas at me when they want some. AKAR and they both dump it. 2 hands and they both.